Greetings, ladies, gentlemen, and anime lovers alike. I am Joey, and welcome to the next episode of Otakuverse. Yeah, woo! Anyways, I don't need to introduce myself twice, so let me introduce my beautiful and
Wait, sorry,
not
hold
so
on.
beautiful guests, Nineth
Hey guys.
and Sean.
Yo!
And yeah, you might be wondering why there's only three of us. Ryan is, as always, missing in action, and Brittany is today too. What an unfortunate turn of events.
But we can
Shun the
make it.
non-believers.
Yeah, man, I don't know what I'm gonna do with the bodies. Anyways, keep in mind, folks, if I sound funny during this, I'm eating because I'm quite honestly fucking starving, and I haven't eaten since 10 in the morning, and it's like 6 in the evening right now, so yeah.
Shout out to food being delicious.
Shoutouts to food being there for me and pizza being fantastic.
You know what? Pizza
Hey,
is
I just ate
gross.
pizza. I just ate a homemade pizza.
Oh, nice.
Pizza is
Yeah.
gross, guys.
Yeah.
You're a
well,
heretic. Anyways, so ignoring the heretic for a second, Sean, what have you been watching lately?
All right. Well, this list
This
is
list.
going on for a little bit.
That's fine. We got nothing but time.
All right. So I've been keeping up with airing anime. Hitsugi no Chaika, Ishkan Friends,
Mm-hmm.
Nanana's Buried Treasure, Gochiman wa Usagi Desu ka, Black Bullet, No Game No Life. The irregular at Magical High School, Mangaka Santo, Assistant Santo, Tonari no Sekikuna, obviously that's from last season. Brynhilda in the Darkness, the Quiet Complex.
You've been
Guide
doing
to
everything, dog.
Hostels and Hotel Behavior, Haikyuu, Captain Earth, Solid or Not, Mikako City Actors.
I think it
Lisa
would have been
Boy,
easier if I just asked him what he wasn't watching.
Yeah, I think we should have just asked that instead.
Damn, dude.
Akuma no Riddle, Sidoni no Kishi, and Ping Pong the Animation.
So let me
Those are-
ask you
I
a
have
question.
What's up?
Out of that massive list of shit, what would you say currently new, in terms of new shows, what would you say is your current favorite this season?
Either No Game No Life or No Game No Life or Brynhilda in the Darkness.
Okay. Any
Because,
particular reason?
no games that the logic that
I
is
s-
used in that series is so awesome.
I haven't seen it yet. Everyone I know, though, most people anyways, say that that's like their favorite show this season, so I'll have to check it out at some point. What were you
It's-
gonna ask, Nineth? Because I know I cut you off rudely.
It's alright. I was going to ask because you've watched Akuma no Riddle. I've been
Yes.
wanting to watch it, but I haven't quite got to it yet.
Me
so
too.
Is it flopping like a lot of people predicted?
Well, compared to last season's Yuri, it's a lot better.
Yeah, because Sakura Trick fucking sucked.
The main protagonist, the main there's well there's two main protagonists, both girls, Yuri, whatever. But it's the Yuri. I haven't really seen anything yet. It's more like a Japanese Yuri, like just two girls in their relationship together. It's not really a sexual relationship. At least there hasn't been anything yet. But the two
That's
main,
fine, yo, because Yuri is the purest of love.
This is true. But the one girl, she's supposed to be an assassin and is supposed to be an assassin for like years and like the best one, but she gets duped pretty obviously in like the second episode, which was really dumb. But other than that, it's like it's alright. It's a good series so far.
Okay, right on. Alright, and you're keeping up with Nisekoi, my nigga.
Oh, it's so good.
I'm enjoying it so much. I'm gonna be sad when it's over.
I'm back to back on the Onodera train again.
Dude, I'm always on the Onodera train. I don't care if she doesn't have character development.
I hopped off for like 2 episodes when Molly got into
Yeah, and then
this.
you realize Mari's worst girl.
It's not worst girl, but Onodera in that last week's episode when they were it was so fucking cute. She's
I
so
lied, actually. Her mother is best girl now.
her mother best.
I've only watched 2 episodes of Nisekoi and I didn't really like it.
Nice, whatever. To each their own.
It's true.
Some people like certain animes, others don't. Some people like pizza and others don't, like you. So speaking of that, what have you been watching, Nina?
What I've been watching, I've finished some of the things from last season. Like I finished Space Dandy and Nagi no Asakara, which was fucking brilliant, except for the ending, which kind of
What was wrong with the ending? Like, don't spoil it, but why did you not like it?
I will try not to spoil it. I just didn't feel it had proper closure. I mean, I had to give it like a 9, right, as it is when it ended. But it didn't really have that closure about the shippings like I wanted. Like, it's been this fucking huge build-up around the romance in the show.
You know what that kind of makes you think of? What happened when I finished Golden Time?
I haven't finished Golden Time yet, and I'm dreading watching it because I fucking hate Kakakoko and Tadabani.
Honestly, I loved Golden Time. I thought it was great.
All right, Joey, here's my question.
What's up?
What did you like better, Toradora or Golden Time?
Toradora.
Really?
Toradora is great, honestly. I don't actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, I don't really think I prefer one or the other because they're both good for different reasons. Like Toradora is just entertaining, but actually, damn it, dude, you made me think too hard on this. Golden Time has a lot I like about it. Like, it's very different from your typical, like, romantic comedy in terms of, like, setting and stuff. And the characters in Golden Time are fantastic.
I
don't think that at all. But now I'm only on episode 14 or something of Golden Time. I just think that they're so annoying. They're so one-dimensional.
But 2D-kun is the best dude ever. Yeah,
2D-kun is the best character. And that sucks because he's not even a main character. He's like a side character. The side character is better than the main character. That's not supposed to be.
Well, that's kind of like TK from Angel Beats. TK
yeah, but I didn't like Angel Beats either.
My thing is this, like, a lot of people hate Kaga Coco. In a way, I really do hate Kaga too. But the fact that she's, the main girl and the one the main character's still constantly going after is unique because usually that's the person that characters would stay away from the most, but he's still, romantically attached. And it's like, I don't know. Yeah. It's interesting.
Yeah. But anyways, can I finish my talk about Nagi?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, because it was kind of disappointing, the ending, but I'm hoping they will come up with an OVA or something, which I'm really sure they will at some point.
They can't because OVAs either make or break an anime's ending.
Yeah, but I think an OVA would make Nagi no Asakara. But yeah, I can't really say anymore without spoiling, so I will not. But yeah.
You can say this and it's no spoiler. The eyes in that show are so pretty.
I remember seeing a picture of it was like a giant web of like shippings for that series. Like,
yeah, it is like
this guy shipped with him, but he's shipped with her, and but she's looking at this guy, and then
God, that's like trying to map out a shoujo anime in terms of who likes who.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty many. It has a fuck ton of love interests. But it gets implied at the end, but it's not good enough. Yeah. Besides that, then I finished watching Maho Senso, which was a fucking disappointment from Madhouse. It was just, it flopped so badly.
Aww.
John, you watched it too, right?
What series? Sorry, I didn't hear you. Sorry.
Maho Senso.
Oh, fuck Maho Senso.
Yeah, I had to
I dropped it. I dropped that series.
You guys are making me glad that I didn't watch it.
I forced my way through it, right? But I couldn't even concentrate on the episodes because of the ridiculous plot, and it just didn't go anywhere. The art was horrible. The animation was so lazy. It was just everything
about. They had
no
noses. They didn't have noses. Did you notice that?
I did not, but I didn't notice that, but everything about that show was just failed and so fucking disappointing from Madhouse.
I knew it was gonna be bad when the first episode started off. I was like, oh, look at this, a main girl, and she has normal sized boobs. She's like, oh,
yeah,
she looks like a normal person, and then she gets her powers, and what happens? Her boobs fucking grow. It's like,
you know what I was so angry at that episode. I was like, okay, this could work out. This episode could work out, and it's like, boom, magic to you, boom, magic to you, boom, magic to every fucking body.
Everyone,
And then,
everyone.
and then it comes to that fucking one girl. It's like, here, have your boobs fucking grow. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? I fucking hated that
You
show.
sound very flustered right now.
Flustered?
Yeah,
Frustrated. I'm
flustered.
frustrated. Okay, but I'm frustrated. I don't understand why her fucking tits had to grow. I was so fucking annoyed at that.
Because they wanted to make money.
Yeah, but they didn't.
Man.
Yeah,
was fucking
that show was such a disappointment. The plot just was boring, and I would find myself just not even paying attention to the episodes while I'm watching it, and I was just like, this isn't worth it. And I
Yeah.
dropped it after like 5 episodes.
I finished it, and it just got progressively worse. Then at some point they were like they wanted to make this like a love triangle.
Oh, that's always a good direction.
Always, always like, do you want the Sundari girl or the Lolly girl?
Oh
do you
god, I remember that part. I remember that part. Yes.
Yeah, it's horrible. I fucking hate that show.
Mm.
It's like the worst show of besides maybe Diabolic Lovers. And yeah.
I don't know. A lot of shit was bad last season.
Which
A
I gotta
lot.
say, right off the bat, this season is definitely much better than last season. Like, there's a lot of stuff I'm really enjoying this season.
Like what have you been watching?
Oh, great segue, by the way. I've been watching Ishukan Friends. I really like that because one thing about that show I want to point out is I came into it expecting to be ridiculously sad, but it's not. I like it though because it's ridiculously heartwarming. It's a really nice, relaxed, kind of cute story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watch it and I'm smiling like, "Oh, this is great."
I want to say though that after watching the first episode, I totally called what was gonna happen. What
Yeah, me
happened
too. I
last
knew that was
episode.
gonna happen.
I knew, right? It was so obvious. Like, this is gonna happen.
No spoilers, guys.
But I thought it was gonna be like more. It was gonna be more of a serious plot element, but it was only one episode, so I was like, oh, cool, okay, cool. It's
I feel like it's gonna like episode 8. They're just gonna throw the fucking journal in the fire.
it's gonna fall into like a river.
Yeah, but I'm interested with that show. That's one in particular. Can I just say my favorite animation or my favorite show this season so far? I'm not even gonna lie, is Ping Pong the animation.
Ping
Really?
pong is really good. It's
Yeah.
really, really.
It's
good.
just the thing about it is it's such a refreshing concept, and it's done so simply, and it has such a lot of people complain about the art. I find it to be unique and
That's the sad
abstract.
thing about yeah. I like how they have like they'll have like multiple. I don't know how
The
to-
sheer amount of keyframes they have in their animations is insane.
like they'll have like they'll split the screen up into different scenes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I love that. Like they'll be like the bottom corner will be looking at what's the smile, and the bottom right hand corner will be like looking at fucking the one guy, and then it's cool. It's really different, and it's like artsy, but
And I know
not-
a lot of people are gonna totally ignore it because of the art style.
yeah,
Which
yeah.
is sad.
But it's cool. It's really good.
They can't complain about a show having a bad art style and having a good story because they've never seen fucking Anohana. Or no, Akunohana, not Anohana. I haven't seen Anohana yet.
Oh, no.
Accidental trolling, anyways. Yeah.
Where
So,
is he going with this?
I've been watching Black Bullet. I need to catch up with that. I haven't gotten caught up with it. And, like, I was a little skeptical about it at first, but I don't mind it.
It's really I like it. I think
Yeah, it's
good.
pretty cool. I just don't like the whole lolly thing.
You know, it's.
I think it's a totally unnecessary plot element.
But you know what? It's not a big deal.
No, it's not. It's not gonna make me
that-
hate the anime. And another one I'm enjoying is Nanana's Berry Treasure.
Nana's Berry Treasure is. I didn't think it was gonna be as good as it was.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be stupid just on the cover. I'm like,
But-
oh,
I really like it's a different concept. It's different.
it's cool. I like it.
Yeah.
But
By the
she sucks at fucking Virtua Fighter. She dropped the stupidest combo. Anyways, and other than that, I've finally completed the first season of JoJo's.
Yeah, let's talk about JoJo's. because
Can
that's
we
amazing.
just spend the entire podcast talking about JoJo's because I'm okay
But
with that.
I haven't seen it yet though.
God,
JoJo's
dude,
is so
it's so
amazing
good.
show.
It's so
I know,
great.
it's
It's
sitting
so
on my
fucking
shelf.
gar, dude.
I have the first 2 parts sitting on my shelf, ready
The
to
best-
watch. I just haven't got to it yet.
The best part about JoJo's though, and that's the only thing I've been watching from this current season, is Stardust Crusaders.
Mhm.
But the best fucking thing is the fucking amazing poses.
Oh my god,
It's
that's
so
just the
ridiculously
generally ridiculous
awesome.
nature of everyone, and then 80s rock references are just too
Yeah.
much.
Yeah, AC/DC.
SCDC.
Cars.
And my
Yes.
favorite character, Robert E.O. Speedwagon.
Oh, it's so amazing.
But
I
real
really
talk,
like
Joseph
it.
Joestar is the whole reason I enjoyed that entire season.
But
What-
from my point of view, Jotaro from Stardust Crusaders is his best JoJo so far.
That's what everyone says, though. But I haven't read the manga, so I can't really say, and I've only seen the first 4 episodes of
Yeah, I've
Stardust
seen all 5.
I want to
That's
ask a
all-
question about JoJo's
Uh-huh.
because I really don't know anything about JoJo's. Like I
You
bought it.
don't
'cause-
need to before. Take it by surprise. Like,
Yep.
just watch it
All right, fine.
and get pleasantly surprised and have tons of fun because
All
it's
I know-
an amazingly humorous show.
All I know is I was at a convention and it was like I went to a panel. What is anime? And he was just showing like different series that he liked, which was, I don't know, it was a weird panel. It was stupid. And one of them was JoJo's, and it was a scene of a guy in a horse, like a fucking. The villain was in a living horse.
Yep.
And he like fucking burst out of it. And I was like, what the fuck? How did he get in the horse? How did he get in there?
Because he's the Vampire Lord Cars, bro. That's the
It's
thing
like-
with JoJo's, you just turn off everything and just watch.
Yeah, I'm pretty surprised that I actually enjoyed JoJo's because I didn't like Gurren Lagann or Kill la Kill.
Well, they're not even close to the same
No.
thing.
But it's still that over the topness. They share that over the topness,
Yeah. Okay.
but it's still done so brilliant compared to Gurren Lagann and
I
Kill
don't
la
know,
Kill.
Gurren Lagann's pretty fucking good.
Well, that's a matter of point of view.
Gurren
really.
Lagann is pretty awesome. I'm gonna have to side with Joey on this one because Gurren Lagann is just, I don't know how to put it. It's just awesome.
Yeah.
For me, I think that Gurren Lagann was pretty boring. I just watched up until
Okay,
the...
I'm sorry. Hold that thought. Hold the thought.
Yeah.
That is the first time I've ever heard anybody use the word boring when describing a show like Gurren Lagann.
Actually, I've heard multiple people sharing my opinion about Gurren Lagann.
Really? Really?
They
Yeah.
throw fucking galaxies at each other.
I haven't even finished it yet. I'm saying up until where I watched, it's boring.
Well, if you stopped at episode 4, yeah, it's kind of
Oh,
sucks,
okay.
but...
I stopped after... spoiler for Gurren Lagann, by the way. After he died.
Oh yeah, it's 2014. People clearly don't know that Kamina dies in Gurren Lagann.
I didn't know before I started watching it. I just got spoiled like 2 episodes before it happened.
I remember that. I was there for that.
Yeah, I was so fucking mad at that bitch. It's like, fucking spoiling it just like 2 fucking episodes before it fucking happens. What the fuck's up with that?
Oh my god, I didn't
But-
know you felt so strongly about this.
Well, wait, hold on. The show is boring, but it brought about such a strong emotional response to getting spoiled by it. If it was
Yeah,
if it was so boring,
I
why?
hate being spoiled, but anything. I want to get as disappointed as I want to get surprised.
Okay.
Oh man, that's...
I do want to say though, when I first started watching Gurren Lagann, it was like one of the first series I watched when I tried to watch it when I first started watching anime, and I watched like the first episode and a half, and I was like, it's kind of boring. This is really dumb, and I really hated the mecha designs. I didn't like them at all.
I love the mech designs, because they you know what I think they look like? I think they look like fucking villains from Power Rangers.
but they're like I felt like they're too cartoonish. I don't know. Like I like when Gurren and Lagann are combined. That's cool. But
Mhm.
like their faces being on their stomachs, it just looked weird. I don't know. And so I watched the first like episode and a half, and I was like, ah, this kind of sucks. And then like a year and a half later, I was like, let me try it again, and tried it, and I fucking loved it. It was awesome.
But I
Yeah.
didn't really like feel connected to the series, like, and it was really disinteresting to watch, and I just got distracted every time I watched it because it was
I got
just
distracted too, but that was because Yoko's ass was on the screen.
Oh my god, Yoko!
and Yoko is one of the other reasons I really didn't like Green Lagann.
Whoa! Get the fuck out.
I'm throwing bombs
Get
here. I'm
Get
throwing
out.
bombs here.
Yoko is the hottest.
Speaking-
We're not talking about who's hot or not. We're talking about fucking characters.
You know, okay, I'm just saying this right now. I feel like I'm on a fucking discussion on A right now. There's that one person who just genuinely enjoying a show, and then somebody else is like, "Oh no, there's nothing good about this." Like, honestly, I don't want to sound like I'm stereotyping the entire community, but every time I go on A, something like this happens.
That's why I stay away from it.
I tried posting in one thread because people were asking like, "Yo, what's your favorite studios?" And somebody made the mistake of saying Studio Ghibli, and people were like,
no.
"Oh my god, are you like 40 years old watching movies with your kids?"
What's wrong with Ghibli, guys?
According to A, well, A doesn't like it because it's popular for God. Well, duh, it's popular. They don't like it,
because it's good.
and they consider it like the Disney of anime.
Well,
It is the Disney of
It
It is the Disney of anime,
It
but that
is, but
doesn't
it doesn't
stop
mean
it
it's
from being
bad.
good.
fucking.
The only time I ever
I even think it was Miyazaki's intention to make it the Disney of anime, like the Japanese
It is.
version of
It was.
Disney. Yeah, right.
It was. He lists.
It was his intention.
It was. He lists like Walt Disney was one of his influences for
Yeah,
like his whole shit.
one of
I
the,
personally like Ghibli, to be honest.
I do too. There's nothing wrong with them.
No, we're not saying that.
I think like Studio Ghibli is like one of the best studios to get people who aren't into anime into anime.
You're definitely right there.
Like, 'cause
Yeah.
it's so easy. Like because I've shown my grandmother a lot of, and she doesn't like anime. And I've shown her a lot of stuff from Studio Ghibli, and she loves it. She's like, "Oh, this is so good."
She sounded exactly like that.
Exactly like that.
Damn, that must have had a profound effect.
But then I showed her Akira, and she's like, "I don't get this at all."
Yeah, that's not something you just show anyone. That's
No, I wanted to show her like how different anime can be. I was like, okay, so you've seen these things from Studio Ghibli. These are Studio Ghibli. Here is Akira. This is
then show her on the
completely
right hand of
different.
the perspective. Show her Serial Experiments Lane.
She would never. She would tell me to stop watch. She wouldn't want to watch it.
Yeah,
But
it's
talking about that Ghibli thing, the first anime I ever saw was Spirited Away when I was like 10 or whatever. It was 2001 or 3 or something. I can't remember when it was out. But that's the first anime I saw, right? So
Yeah.
Sean's kind of right in what he's saying with it being a like segue into the anime community.
oh yeah, it's great. It's definitely a good example.
Yeah.
But
Also,
yeah,
Spirited Away got tons of people talked about it a lot in the
it
Western.
got so much praise.
Yeah, it even won some awards, right?
I think so. Yeah,
it did. I think it did. Yeah. Yeah, but Studio Ghibli is really great. There's only like a few Ghibli movies where I've been like, nah, it's not that good. One of them is, what the fuck was it called? Tales from Earthsea. I don't know if you heard.
What did you say it was?
Tales from Earthsea. I think it's his Miyazaki's son
Okay.
who made it, and that's like one of the only Ghibli films I've seen where I've been like, nah.
You're just like,
Yeah, this is not Ghibli. This is crap.
yeah. Yo, so going back to this whole A thing, though, the only time I'm ever active in any discussion on A is when there's threads about Berserk, because for some reason that's like the only time A ever has like a consensus where it's okay to talk about your feelings about that manga.
Right.
Like, there's so many interesting discussions I've gotten into on Berserk. It's a great manga series. If anybody
I've
has never
considered
read it, you
reading-
should.
I've considered reading it, but I'm not quite gotten there yet.
We never talk about that much. Does anybody, or either of you two reading any manga?
I'm reading Attack on Titan
Mm-hmm.
as and then one of my friends recommended a doujin called I think it's a doujin or something, fan art or something called Molester Man. Or just,
Molester Man?
Yeah, it's called Molester Man. That's I'm trying to read that one. It's
I bet
It's-
you are.
I like how you said I'm trying to read it. I'm sure.
I'm trying
I'm-
really
I'm
hard
trying.
to read this.
It's like it's about just two people who misunderstand each other. This guy is walking behind a girl one night, and she accidentally thinks he's a stalker that wants to molest her, so she calls him Molester Man, but it's all just a misunderstanding. So he calls her misunderstandings, something like that. I've only got like 2 or 3 chapters in, because I don't think it's that interesting, but it should be a really good one according to a lot of people.
I gotcha.
I'm actually reading a lot of manga.
What kind of shit are you reading right now?
Most of the manga I read are from anime series I've watched.
That's pretty much how it is for me too, so.
Like anime where like I didn't like the ending, but I liked the series. Like either the ending was open ended, or I know like the ending was different. Like Gantz.
Yeah, that was, yeah.
And Gantz gets
That one as well.
Gantz's
really
Gantz's
good.
ending in the anime ending is fucking dumb and makes no sense.
I really wish they would do a reboot of Gantz. I think.
Oh, I
Gantz
think it'd be
is
great.
So great.
They could do like an OVA for each arc.
But I really doubt that they'll do it though.
They
'cause
won't, but
it's sad.
we
It's
can
sad.
always dream.
Yeah.
I will say this though, the opening to fucking Gantz's anime was pretty catchy.
I don't remember it. It's been so long.
Hmm.
But I'm also reading like Berserk, which,
Mhm.
for obvious reasons, Blue Exorcist, Claymore, Soul Eater is really good.
I keep meaning to do that because my friend tells me Soul Eater's manga is pretty good.
Yeah, it gets good after the end of the anime. No, and Siren. Siren's like it's like a shonen version of Gantz, is how I always describe it.
Oh, nice.
But my favorite manga that I'm reading is the Umineko manga.
Oh yeah, that's right. They had a manga adaptation of it.
And like the anime kind of sucks because they don't explain anything. But it's like Higurashi.
Yeah, doesn't it like go through every arc, bad ending, and you pretty much learn everything over time?
Yeah, like the first season of Higurashi is the questions arc, and then season 2 is the answers arcs, and everything gets explained in season 2. So you kind of gotta watch season 1 and season 2 to get the whole experience. And Umineko just didn't do very well, and it only did the questions arc, and then the answers arc never got animated. But with the manga, they're going through the whole series, answers arc and everything, so you'll be able to get answers. And
Did you play the visual novel?
no, I've only played a couple of visual novels.
Gotcha.
But yeah, manga so far, and it's really cool because each arc is drawn by a different person. Each episode is drawn by a different person, which is really cool.
That's interesting, actually.
That is interesting.
Yeah. But
What do you really enjoy?
I haven't been reading a lot lately. Like I try to get into some, but I don't always have time to just sit down and read them. But I think like one of the only series I've actually sat through and finished was Gantz, because I was just hooked onto that for the longest time. But I also read Berserk, Attack on Titan, Hajime no Ippo, and occasionally I'll read Yatsubata and Right now I'm reading this manga actually that I've been hooked on called Akame ga Kill. And
Oh,
What is
I've
it?
heard about that. I've heard about that by a lot from some people.
yeah, the thing
It's getting animated and like
yeah, that's
the
why I
fall.
originally got into it. I'm like I heard some things and like this is actually a pretty or there's a lot of talk about the controversy of violence in this manga. I'm like I am so reading this. And the thing is there's a lot about it that's completely unoriginal and cliche. But the manga has a serious case of Gant syndrome, as in any character can die at any given time.
Really, I love
Yeah.
that. I love that.
And the thing is, even when it's, somebody who's on the bad guys or anybody in general, you almost always feel bad when someone gets killed. Like,
That's
one
kinda
dude who's a
cool.
villain dies, but you get to attach to him as a villain, even though he's a villain, because he has a family, and he really cares about them. And, like, that kind of shit happens, and at times the shit gets incredibly, gruesome in terms of violence. Like, someone gets their face cut off. And, like, you don't actually see it happen, but you see the face hanging in the person's hand and her describing how she died halfway from shock. It's just, like, it paints a really horrifying picture in your mind.
What did you say it was called?
Oh, you're into this now, huh? The face did it, didn't it?
Yeah, the face did it.
It's called Akame ga Kill.
A comic got kill. Okay, I think I'll put that on my plan to read.
It's
Because
it's
it
it's
actually
not
sounds
bad.
pretty
It,
fucking
it has some
interesting.
cliches to it, but it's still fairly interesting. And yeah, it's getting animated, so I'm hoping it just means they're only covering the first arc because there's not a lot not a lot has happened in the manga so far.
Have you guys read Death Note? Because I just ordered the box set and I haven't read it before.
I've only seen the anime,
Yeah, I wanna see
Yeah.
that.
but I think that was like one of everyone's breakthrough animes. Was
Yeah,
Death
it was
Note.
mine.
That was the first anime I really it got me into anime.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
Oh,
So-
no, I'll say this. I think the first anime that really got me into anime, because I had seen shows beforehand.
Dragon
the first,
Ball Z.
No, the first one that really got me into it was Darker Than Black. Like, that was the first, because that was the first time I watched an anime on a whim. With no knowledge of the show, no, like, past experience with it. I just said, fuck it, let's watch this.
Yeah, that was Death Note for me. 'Cause,
And,
I watched I watched Dragon Ball Z when I was when I was like 11 when it was on Toonami. I would watch Dragon Ball Z. I would come home and make sure no matter what I was doing, I would make sure to get home and watch Dragon Ball Z when it came on.
so many people did that. That was, like, everyone's pseudo, like, experience in anime.
I have never seen Dragon Ball.
Oh my.
Never.
Well,
I've
you should
seen
make an
one or
effort
two-
to watch at least 5 episodes.
I've seen one or two episodes perhaps, but I
If
didn't
you
want to.
if you really want an actually,
When I was-
a somewhat decent DBZ experience, just watch Dragon Ball Z Kai.
Yeah, Kai, I would say that too. Dragon Ball Z is just cool because of the nostalgia factor, but Kai is like better.
Yeah, I don't think I would watch it. I like watch both.
Don't watch it unless you like
Digimon
shonens,
I do to an extent
because
like shonen.
DBZ is like the pinnacle of the, like, it's the shonen.
Joey, you watched it on Toonami, right?
Oh yeah, dude.
Do you remember? I would come home and like you'd be watching it weekly,
Mhm.
and they'd always have like next time on Dragon Ball Z whatever, and they tell you like what's gonna happen next episode,
Yeah.
and then but you get to the end of the arc, and then they go back to the beginning of the series because they didn't dub the rest of it yet.
Yeah, that was
Ah,
kind of annoying. Like, it got to a point
American
where,
problems.
oh, you.
Hashtag.
they had there was a point in time where it was like a year and a half. They didn't have any new episodes for a year and a half. I think it was between the end of the end of Cell Games to the world tournament arc,
Mhm.
or the other world arc, whatever. But after the Cell Games, it was like a year and a half. There was no new episodes, and like but it's like you get to like the last episode, and you're like, okay, maybe there's gonna be a new episode tomorrow, and then tomorrow comes and it goes back to the beginning of the series, and there's not going to be a new episode until you get to the end again. They got to go through the whole thing, so they got to go through it all the way again. You get to the end, and then the next day it goes back to the first episode.
Yeah, man, those all 5 of those episodes, or all 5 of those minutes over the course of 8 episodes, because on Namek, Frieza says this planet's going to blow up in 5 minutes. Guess how long that took? Way longer than 5 minutes.
Yeah, that took
Couple of episodes?
What?
I'm guessing how long it took.
I didn't hear what you said.
A couple of episodes.
Oh.
It was
Yeah.
like 20 episodes.
It wasn't that long, but it was long.
Wow.
If you don't like fillers, don't ever watch Dragon Ball Z's original anime.
But it was like
That's like fucking Naruto anime.
but like Naruto has like filler arcs. Dragon Ball Z had like filler, like fluff into the actual episode. So like
Into the actual canon.
yeah, like the battles would be like drawn out. Like a battle that's supposed to take like it was like a couple chapters would take like 5 episodes, 6 episodes, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's
But I didn't think Dragon Ball actually aired in my country. I think it did at some point because I think my cousin was watching it, but wasn't anything popular or anything like Pokemon. and
Can I just
Digimon.
say, by the way, how stupid fucking region things are for anime, because there's shows I want to watch on Crunchyroll that I can't because I live in America.
What like
Try
ping
to live
pong?
in Denmark.
Yeah, I can't watch Ping Pong on Crunchyroll,
Or
and
Akuma no Riddle.
yeah, and there was this one show I was considering checking out. Oh, and it was originally available. It was called Moribito, and you can't watch it in America on Crunchyroll's website. And like, you fucking kidding me? I give you $7 a month. Stop this.
Right? Yeah. Whatever. I actually had that. I saw a Kickstarter page for Patama Inverted,
Mm-hmm.
which is a movie I really want to see, and it's a Kickstarter page, and it's I'm looking at it and all the different pledges, and one of them it's like the biggest pledge was, or the one I wanted to get was like $40, and you get this, or it was like €40, and you get this giant set, and it comes with an art book, and it's awesome. These posters and everything, like, whoa, it's such a great deal. And then it says, oh, we can only ship to like England and France and Italy, and like there's like 5 countries in US and Australia and stuff like that. Oh, this is bullshit. Why can't everything just be one thing and everyone get it?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's licensed by another company for the US, but it's probably not going to get as nice a release. But
Yeah. Oh well.
shit happens.
Yeah, unfortunately. So, you know what's really interesting?
What's that?
I was at work the other day, and like, there's this one kid I talked to, and like, we established that we're both pretty big faggots when it comes to watching anime, and I always like it though when you encounter somebody you just don't expect to be able to talk about anime, even to a degree, and they just like, oh yeah, I watched this stuff, and I'm like, no kidding, that's cool. I was doing floor care with this one guy, and he's like, I was just, trying to talk to him, start up a conversation, and ask him, like, what he likes to do. He's like, I spend a lot of time on Netflix, and there's this one website, I use. You might not know it. It's called Crunchyroll, and I'm like, whoa.
Whoa. Back up.
We're gonna get along real good.
I actually have a similar story, but it doesn't turn out that good.
Oh, we'll tell it anyways.
Yeah, I will, because it's actually kind of funny. I was at a private party at one of my friends. She had a birthday.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I came to the party, I noticed this one girl. She was like, she was talking to some other people, and she was mentioning cosplaying. I was like, I think this girl's into anime too. And then later that night, I realized that she was alone. Nobody talked to her for like a couple of hours.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt kind of sorry for her, so I went over and talked to her. And after a while, we had like conversed. I was like, so you're a cosplayer? And she was like, yeah. And we got into conversation of anime. And after a while, she said she was going to cosplay Simone from Gurren Lagann at the next
What?
con
That's
in
pretty
my
cool.
country. Yeah, it's pretty cool, but yeah.
It's sad,
So-
but at least you were giving your hand as a friend.
Yeah, and then we didn't really seem to have the same interests in anime.
It all changed when she said I like Sword Art Online.
No, that was not what you said. I was like,
It all ended when she said she wanted to cosplay Simone from Gurren Lagann.
Then everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked.
no. Now comes the real story.
Okay.
Because that was a pause in our conversation. So she said, by the way, have you seen Bible Black?
Whoa!
And I was like,
That jumped ship real fast.
yeah, and was like,
Did you do a double take? You were like, what?
no, I was like, try to hide my discomfort and my surprise by saying, no, I haven't. Do you like it?
And
then-
what'd she say?
And I was like, no, not really. I've just seen a little bit of it. I was like watching. And then she explained to me this one scene in Bible Black. And I was like, I don't want to hear it.
So
I don't
she-
want to hear it.
That
And
means
then
she does like it. That means she likes
That really rustles my jimmies.
I was like, right, but nice meeting you. Good luck with your Simone cosplay. I gotta go. See you. Good luck being alone at this party. I have friends over here. Bye.
Oh my god, you
didn't
turned
touch-
into a bitch.
Yeah. Then this went 180. I was like, yeah, see ya.
I did. I was like, no, I can't do this.
Awkward.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I just like, you know what? I need to use the bathroom. See, maybe see you later. Maybe not. Who
So-
knows?
So what scene was she talking about?
Oh, now you're
Oh
interested.
God.
I'm kidding.
I was kind of drunk, so let me see. It was something about some tubes and some. She explained it to me in Danish, so I need to translate as well.
Tubes.
Tubes that
You don't
like-
need to say anything else.
Oh, I
I
didn't know it
don't
was
really want to
tubes,
know where
okay.
this is going.
Yeah,
You-
I didn't really want to know. I was just kidding.
Yeah, look now. You gotta know.
All right, fine. That's okay. Fine.
And someone had like this one woman had like all her holes filled up with tubes, and there was like pouring water inside, but in the water there was this frog babies. I don't know what tadpole is that what it's called in English?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Ugh.
And they were like, and that's why I was like, okay, gotta go.
This makes me very uncomfortable. Okay, let's stop.
How do you think
I've
I
seen some
felt?
fucked up shit, but
How do you think I felt? Why do you think it turned into?
why do
picture
you
of, like,
think she was alone at the party if that was the scene she used to describe?
Yeah, I don't know. I was very awkward, but that's one of the times meeting a weeaboo goes wrong.
Can I tell you a weird story about meeting a weeaboo though? Now that you
Yeah.
mentioned that, it's again related to work. My friend of mine, the one I talk to regularly, he likes to draw every now and then. So he got bored apparently one day and drew on a napkin just like a quick sketch of a lolly, and just like left it on the table in the break room. Apparently someone else came by and saw this drawing, and when he came back, somebody wrote the words Oni-chan Daisuki on it. Like
Wait, what?
So there's someone. else at
somebody
your work.
somebody else in the workplace wrote that.
So who is the anime?
The funny thing is when I found out who it was, it's like this person I look at and I'm like, this dude, there's no fucking way this guy would write something like that.
Oh, so you know who it is? You found out?
Yeah, I found out who it was.
Oh. Is he an anime fan or is he just?
I don't know. I haven't talked to him about it. I'm not about to bring that subject up.
So
No, because it's like at work, at my job, like I have a very small crew that I work with. There's one guy who was one of our drivers. He watches anime, but he's more of like a casual. He watches.
He's a fucking casual. I bet he
Yeah.
likes
Clef.
Bleach.
He watches Naruto, and like that's
oh
it.
yeah,
All he ever
gotta
talks
shame
about.
him.
All he ever talks about is Naruto, and I'm like, I like Naruto, but I was like, listen, I was like, all right, do you watch a lot of series? And I asked him, he's like seen like Death Note and Fullmetal Alchemist. I was like, okay, I was like, let's see, have you seen Attack on Titan? He's like, no. I was like, all right, go watch Attack on Titan. Just go watch it. All right.
I feel like he'd like it because it's a very casual anime.
Everyone, Come on, everyone likes Attack on Titan. Everyone might.
No, I know one who doesn't like it at all.
Majority, a good percentage of people who watch Attack on Titan are gonna like it. So that's why I went with it.
Yeah, it's a casual anime. I like it, but it's a casual anime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so
A lot of people don't even watch anime like Attack on Titan.
yeah. So there's
Yeah,
that. But then I have
Yeah.
another guy I work with, and he doesn't watch anime, but he knows some like terminology, because he talks to people online on Skype, and he knows some of the terminology. And that's pretty much all the you know
Yeah, that's what he knows.
I've dealt with at work with and in real life with like anime and stuff like that.
Mm.
That's yeah.
It was sad when I found out that the one guy likes Naruto but is like a casual anime.
It's a sad moment when you
was-
find out your friends like Naruto.
That should be our title for the fucking podcast.
He was a casual. It was a sad moment. He was casual.
Yeah. I once met a girl. I was taking this chemistry course at one point, and I gotta say, she was fucking weird. She's like, I don't even know how to describe her. She was like, he was also a Naruto and Bleach fan, I think. And it's just, some people just take it to the extreme, being a fucking otaku. No?
Yeah, that's
Extreme
when you
half.
jump the line from being an otaku to being a weeb.
Well, extreme
Yeah.
how? Because I might be brushing that.
The way I see it in terms of social context, I feel like otaku just refers to people who are really into it, and weeaboo is like the negative derogatory term.
Yeah.
But what makes it? what
Generally
makes
being
it
like
negative?
socially unacceptable, being like rude to people because they disagree with your opinions.
Okay.
Just basically being a genuinely like disgusting human being.
Weeaboos are disgusting human beings.
And like that, everyone gets offended.
Weeaboos are disgusting.
Nah.
Fucking plebs.
Because I thought I thought I might be a weeaboo because I'm learning Japanese, but
No, learning Japanese doesn't make you a weeaboo at all. Because I'm gonna be trying to learn. I'm gonna be learning Japanese when I go to my next fall in college. So
Being a
you take
weeaboo would
course?
be only
Yeah.
knowing like the terms that will be repeated every fucking anime. That's a weeaboo. Someone that doesn't even want to bother learning the rest of the language.
yeah.
like kawaii.
Kawaii desu.
Avril Lavigne.
No,
Oh my
absolutely not. Can we?
That song.
That's dangerous territory.
That-
You understand? You understand? We're not going there. This is
Yeah,
very
the-
bad. This is
my buddy
very
at work-
dangerous.
My buddy at work who knows like some of the terminology but doesn't watch anime, the guy I was talking about, he's like, I want to show you this video because you might take offense to it. And so I watched it. I was like, wow. I was like, are you?
Yeah.
fucking
Oh, I closed
kidding
my
me?
browser after like 20 seconds and
I
laughed out
yeah,
loud.
Entire thing.
Yeah.
I
She had the
was-
Japanese girls dancing in the back. I was like, come on.
Yeah, it's not okay.
Oh, it was
But
not-
now I want to know, does she watch anime? I want to know.
probably not.
She probably
just
doesn't.
thought
This
she
is
was-
probably a stunt for publicity.
Yeah, I think so as well. I don't think she's the anime kind of gal.
It's kind of like when Gwen Stefani had that like stint with the Harajuku girls or whatever it's pronounced as. I don't actually know remember what it was called.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Fuck Gwen Stefani. Fuck her.
Wow, so mad.
Yeah, guys, for the record, we're moving topics from being an anime podcast to a hating on everything related to music podcast.
Hating on anything that has to do with shitty music, because shitty music is shitty. Especially
Wow,
American.
you could
Look
be
at the
an
logic
anime
behind that
scriptwriter.
statement.
You could be an anime scriptwriter. People die when they're killed.
Shitty music is shitty.
Fun things are fun.
No, seriously, like American pop is just bad.
It's
J-pop is alright because at least like their lyrics are like
You can't understand them, so it's alright.
oh that, but like even if you like read like if you just look up what it means in like English, or in your own language, it's better than It actually has meaning behind it. It's
The
not like,
thing
oh,
is, that's the issue. Modern American pop music is, in the current state, it's in more about, like, having dance themes and not necessarily singing about, actual songwriting.
drunk, getting fucked while you're drunk,
Mm-hmm.
and throwing up while you're drunk is like the shit that is sung in American pop music.
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, it's the life.
It's the life.
Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but getting crunk up in the club, and
That's amazing.
yeah, and then getting all them big booty bitches,
Big booty bitches.
and like that, I've lost all credibility. Okay, yeah, but you
Don't worry,
you got a
Joe,
good
you
point.
did that way before that.
Oh, fuck you.
Thank you.
So
I'm just kidding.
I'm jumping back, like, way the fuck back for a second.
Alright, let's do this.
You said, Sean, you're watching Makaku City Actors, right?
Yes.
How is it so far? Because I've only seen the first episode.
Alright. If you're like me, after the first episode, I was fucking confused as fuck and didn't know
Yeah.
what the hell was going on. And it was like that for the second episode, too. Third episode, they explained a lot of shit. And
I just started watching the show because it looked like a Shaft anime.
And to be honest, that's why I started watching it. And so far, it's only average. Nothing really crazy's happened.
And another thing is, Shaft has not changed any approach or style of their animation for years now.
It's funny. The other day I started watching an anime called Dance in the Vampire Bund.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you
Oh
guys
my
have
god,
seen it.
one of my friends watched that and he hated it so much.
I don't know if you guys have seen it, but I started watching it. I got like 2 or 3 episodes in. I was like, this looks like it's a Shaft anime. And lo and behold, I knew it just because
That's the
of
thing
that
about Shaft.
description.
They can use that style over and over again, and they'll still be okay with it because they're the only ones doing it.
And it's their series by
It's their style. It's their approach to all their anime is so like cinematographically unique and avant-garde that it makes them stand out.
Yeah.
There's actually a show by them that I want to watch at some point. It's called Sayonara Zetsuba Sensei or something like that.
I want to see that too. I do.
It looks pretty cool. My friend praises it, so
It's a long series too.
yeah, there's like 3 seasons. But let's be real, when we talk about anime, anything that's over 24 episodes is at the point where it's a long anime.
Yeah. I agree.
Especially lately.
Speaking of that, I was surprised because I haven't seen the animes themselves, but like Ace of the Diamond and Yawapeta are both like exceeding 26 episodes. I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, I haven't seen either of those. Neither of them look like interesting to me, but
Yeah, I'm not really looking to watch it, but I'm just surprised.
what wasn't Space Boys
Space Boys, yeah, but Space Boys was like
or Space Brothers? Space
yeah,
Brothers.
Space Brothers, dude, I'm on drugs. Anyways, yeah, Space Brothers did that too, but I think it was just kind of like following the same formula that shows like Hunter x Hunter did, where it's just constantly ongoing.
I really want to watch
Speaking of
Hunter x Hunter.
Hunter x
It's
Hunter.
actually, I gotta start
It's-
watching that again. I really like it.
Yes, I was about to say, speaking of Hunter x Hunter, that show is amazing compared to other like shonens I've seen. It's much more darker.
Yeah, that's the one thing about it, and I don't know. It has the same effect as like Yu Yu Hakusho did for me. I really like the
Really?
characters of the show. Like, there's a lot of them, and they're all enjoyable for different reasons.
I agree.
And I just fucking love the Phantom Troop.
Yeah, I like the character because they're deep. I mean, there's more to them than just being good.
Mhm.
I mean, Gon has a little bit of that shonenish.
He's got that.
Wait.
He's got that Monkey D. Luffy determination.
I haven't seen One Piece, but probably. But what I'm saying is, Gon has a little bit of that shonen goodness that the protagonists always have, but it's still not as bad as, for example,
But
characters like
I will say
Naruto.
this. I will say this. Guys, it's confession time. Alright? There's one anime. I know I bash a lot of, generic animes and, archetypes.
Yeah.
But there's one show that I started watching, and I will probably continue to watch at some point, and that's One Piece. I
Yeah,
really liked it.
interesting. A lot of people say that actually.
It's weird because it's at least for me, it's nothing. It wasn't anything great, but I still
Honestly, the
kept
thing
watching
I
it.
like about it is the main characters of One Piece, and I mean they're going through essentially, the same script through every section of the, story, but there's so much to like about it.
How many episodes did you watch?
I only finished 80 of them.
Okay, that's about where I'm at. I watched 77. I think the last arc I was watching was when they were on the island with the two giants.
Yeah,
And they fought. And they were fighting for like years.
yeah.
I think that was the last arc I saw, and so far I haven't seen anything like really great about it, but I still enjoy watching it.
The thing is, what I like about it is it doesn't try to be something excessive or convoluted or exclusively heavily plot driven and subplot driven. It has one goal like the entire time, and it just sticks to it.
It's just that like it doesn't seem like they get any closer to the goal of finding the One Piece.
It's basically just an endless journey.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
I mean, from what I've heard, the manga itself, at where it stands right now, is considered at its halfway point, and it's
What?
it's
Has it been going on for like 30 years or something?
no, it hasn't been going on for 30
20?
years. I think
20.
it's on let me check real quick. Actually, I'm gonna Wikipedia this shit because that's where you get all your information.
It's almost even though you're not supposed to, but fuck it.
To be
Everyone.
honest though,
What's up?
I've only seen like 3 episodes of One Piece, and I was like, I had to drop it because it's so fucking long. I can't.
Yeah, don't
really
get
be
invested in
bothered to
something that
come-
long.
Yeah.
Well,
The manga's
it's
been
like-
running since 1997, and it's 73 volumes right now. That is a lot of manga.
1970, so it's almost 19. It's 40. 1970. It's 40 years almost.
hmm
Fuck. Oh.
1990, fucking 70.
Well, hold on. The anime is halfway, or the manga?
The manga.
The manga's never gonna get finished if it's halfway done.
The author is going to die before the fucking thing is done.
Oh my god. Yeah, but you know what? I feel like mangakas like I don't know the mangaka's name for One Piece, but I feel like people like that and like the guy who writes Naruto and any other long running series, they're afraid to stop writing their series because anything they write after that isn't gonna match up to what they're currently working on.
Yeah. But it's funny that we say that it's so long because, I found this out a while ago. Do you know what the longest running manga series that's still currently in production is?
No.
Golgo 13. Golgo 13 has been going on since what does it say? 1968.
Holy shit.
It's on 172 volumes.
Holy fuck. Holy fuck.
There's a lot.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I would not.
I've
Wow.
only seen part of the anime. I've never actually read the manga.
I dropped the anime because I was bored.
That's the thing, is it starts out cool because it's it's a show about assassination, and that's literally what it drives it, but it gets progressively less interesting over time.
Yeah.
But the first opening is great.
You know what I find kind of funny about people who don't actually watch that much anime?
What, that they
They
think
thi-
they have legitimate opinions?
That, and also I had this huge discussion with a friend of mine who was like, One Piece is best anime because it's the longest anime. Logic. And I was like,
Why? Hashtag
That's
why.
like saying Bleach has the most structured plot out of any anime series.
because I was like, that's not true. Have you heard about it? And then I said a couple of animes. And he was like, people don't really. It's just weird, I think.
Yeah, it's you got people who are like that, and then there's people like me saying, hey, you want to check out this really neat anime called Katana Gatari? And they're
I
like,
am
what
actually
is
watching
that?
one.
It's fantastic. I love
Oh, it's
Katanagatari.
awesome.
I'm
And this is
simulcasting
funny,
at
by the
moment.
way. Before we keep going into this, it brings up another otaku story. I met this girl in my Photoshop class this semester, and we got assigned to a group project, and we got along great off the bat because she had a Sailor Moon bag, she had purple hair, she was cute, and she was learning Japanese. I'm like, this is great. And then I was talking to her friend about anime, and I brought up Katanagatari. We looked up images of it, and she's like, oh, that art's ugly. I'm like, I'm done with this bitch.
you really?
No, I didn't literally say that, but I'm like, how? I'm like, yo, no, don't say that in
Such
front
an
of me.
elitist. It's such an elitist. Like,
No, I
don't
love
want
I
any
love
queens who don't like
Katanagatari's art
Katanagatari.
style. It's so fantastic.
Fuck you, bitch! Get out my house! Get out my house, bitch!
One does not simply insult the art style of Katanagatari in front of me.
Bitch, if you don't like
love it.
Katanagatari, you ain't getting no dick. That's basically what you're saying.
Words of
You ain't gonna collect this
Where's
deviant
the-
sword if you know what I'm saying.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
I actually like the art style from Katanagatari.
I love it. It's
Oh,
so
there's
it's
no-
so interesting.
There's maybe okay. No.
It looks like it comes straight out of a storybook.
Do they have outlines? Was there outlines in Katanagatari?
Yeah, they were
Okay.
generally kind of, or I don't know. Let me think. I know there were some that did, but it's like it's not an orthodox design at all.
I remember their eyes. The eyes were different.
Yes, very different.
Every person's eyes had a different like shape to them, which was
Oh,
really
and yes, there were actually outlines.
okay. But I remember the pupils and the irises being like different shapes.
Katanagatari also has one of the best main characters ever.
I didn't really like the female character at first.
Oh man,
Let me
Tagami.
just say that at first I didn't like her. At first.
She's so adorbs though.
So dwarves. No. But as like I'm not finished with the series yet because I'm simulcasting, but as far as I am, I'm starting to like her better because I feel like she gets so along with the main character's name I can't pronounce probably.
Shichika.
Yeah.
Shishika Piggy Shigisa.
Yeah, exactly. I think they are really like complementary to each other. Like
Yeah.
they fit really well. So
Their
after
coexistence in the show.
yeah, and that's really amazing. So, which is why I like it now, like her more now than I did in the start.
And I
I
mean,
also
how can
started
you hate a
liking-
character that punches you and says Cheerio?
Cheerio.
Cheerio.
Yeah. I like it though. It seems like very unique kind of show.
It's really
You know-
interesting, and wait till you get to the ending because it's fantastic. So the
I have a theory about the ending, and you guys can't spoil me, but I'm going to say it.
okay,
I think he's going to die.
okay,
And I think that because at one point in the series, they're talking about the last words,
oh,
and the way that they like did it, it just felt like foreshadowing. That like the last words are some you only say once, which is why they held importance. And it just felt like so important when I watched it that I thought he's going to die.
well, you'll see what happens. Eventually.
I will see what
I'm not
happens.
going to tell you what happens because that would ruin it,
That would ruin it, yeah.
and I wouldn't want to do that.
That's
But yeah, Goku dies to Cell. Anyways, so.
Goku died.
Yeah, I just ruined Katanagatari. Anyways, yeah, this is a good point to stop because we don't want to go any further into the territory of spoilers.
Yeah.
But yeah, anime sucks. Let me just say that I'm glad to have my two guests today, Sean
Woo! It's
and
me. Later.
Ninith.
See you guys.
And me, Joey, who's now full after eating and talking about anime. So, to all you people that were listening, thank you, and until next time.